Getting older is a natural part of life, but as we age, there are certain habits we might develop without even realizing it. Habits that slowly push people away, not because we mean to, but because no one tells us they're uncomfortable. So, in this video, let's go through 13 common habits in old age that can quietly damage your relationships, even with the people who love you most. Habit number 1, constant complaining. Yes, life gets harder as we age. The knees ache, prices go up, and the world feels like it's spinning faster than we can keep up with. But when every conversation becomes about what's wrong, people begin to tune out. Think about it. If every time you talk to your friend Helen, all she does is complain about her neighbors, the weather, and the government, do you want to call her back? Number venting is healthy now and then, but when negativity becomes your default, it drains the room. Instead, try sharing a small joy, something you saw, something that made you smile. It changes the energy instantly. Habit number 2, talking only about illnesses. We all have something: arthritis, high blood pressure, a bad back. And it's perfectly okay to talk about it sometimes. But if every catch-up becomes a health update, people start feeling like they're in a doctor's office. Your family cares about you, of course, but they also want to know what you're reading, what you think of the news, or what made you laugh today. You are more than your symptoms. One woman shared how her granddaughter used to love visiting until Grandma spent every visit going over her medications. Now she only comes around on holidays. Habit number 3, being too opinionated. You've lived through wars, disasters, love stories, and heartbreaks. Your opinion matters. But when it becomes my way or the highway, it wears people down. Conversations aren't battles to be won. Sometimes it's okay to say, "I see where you're coming from," even if you disagree. Harold, 74, once admitted that he drove his daughter away by constantly correcting her parenting style. What he thought was just giving advice, she experienced as judgment. He didn't realize he was pushing her away with every word. Habit number 4, neglecting personal hygiene. This is a sensitive one, but it's real. As we age, sometimes we lose the energy or motivation to keep up appearances. But hygiene isn't just about cleanliness. It's about dignity. It's about showing others and yourself that you still care. When someone visits and smells unwashed clothes or stale food in the air, they may not say anything, but they might not come back either. One caregiver shared how her father, once proud and sharp, stopped brushing his teeth. It broke her heart, but also made it hard to be close. A simple shower, clean clothes, a comb through your hair. It tells the world, I respect myself. Habit number 5, living in the past. Reminiscing is beautiful. Telling stories of how you met your partner or what life was like in the 70s. That's gold. But if every conversation becomes a walk down memory lane, it leaves little room for the present. Your children want to know what you think of their new job. Your grandkids want to share their music or funny videos. If you only talk about how things used to be, you miss what's happening right now. Try asking questions instead of just telling stories. Stay curious. Habit number 6, criticizing younger generations. Kids these days, we've all said it, maybe they dress strange, talk fast, or seem glued to their phones. But when all they hear is criticism, they stop listening. Remember, your parents probably thought your music was too loud and your jeans too tight. It's just the cycle of life. Instead of pointing out what's wrong, highlight what's good. Tell your grandson he's creative. Tell your granddaughter she's strong. Building bridges is far more satisfying than burning them. Habit number 7, gossiping or meddling. It can be tempting, especially in small circles or retirement communities, to talk about who's doing what. But gossip chips away at trust. And meddling, giving your opinion where it wasn't asked, makes people defensive. One man shared that his mother kept inserting herself into his marriage. She meant well, but it caused a rift that lasted years. Let people live their lives. If they need your advice, they'll ask. Peace often comes from learning when to stay silent. Habit number 8, refusing to adapt or learn. Technology can be overwhelming. Smartphones, online banking, QR codes, but refusing to even try closes the door to so much. Learning new things keeps your brain sharp and helps you connect. Imagine being able to video call your grandkids or send them a message on their birthday. One woman in her 80s took a basic computer class and now plays virtual chess with her nephew across the country. She said it made her feel young again. The world won't slow down, but we can keep walking with it. Habit number 9, playing the victim. Loneliness is real, but blaming others won't fix it. My children never visit. Nobody calls me. People don't care anymore. These thoughts are painful, but they also close your heart. Instead, try reaching out first. Call someone just to say hi. Send a birthday card. Invite a neighbor for tea. Waiting for others to change keeps you stuck, but choosing to connect even in small ways changes everything. It shows strength, not weakness. Habit number 10, being financially controlling. Money is a delicate topic. You want to help your kids, maybe even your grandkids. But when financial support comes with conditions, emotional strings attached, it can feel manipulative. I gave you this, so now you owe me that. That doesn't build love. It builds resentment. Instead, give with a full heart, or not at all. Love that's tied to money gets messy. One elderly man lost the respect of his adult children by constantly reminding them of everything he paid for. In the end, they stopped visiting, not because of greed, but because of guilt and pressure. Habit number 11, refusing help. It's hard to accept help. It can feel like losing independence, but allowing someone to assist you isn't weakness, it's connection. When your granddaughter offers to carry groceries, let her. When your neighbor wants to drive you to the doctor, say yes. People feel good when they can care for others, and it brings you closer. Pride is powerful, but relationships are more important. Habit number 12, losing a sense of humor. Life can be heavy, illness, grief, aches and pains, but laughter lifts the weight. When you can still smile, still laugh at a silly joke, still find joy in the absurd, people want to be around you. A joyful spirit is magnetic. It doesn't erase the hard stuff, but it reminds everyone, including yourself, that your heart is still young. One elderly woman used to joke, "I may be wrinkled, but I'm still spicy." People loved being around her, not because she was perfect, but because she made them feel alive. Habit number 13, giving unsolicited advice. This one's tricky because it often comes from love. You want to help, you want to share your wisdom, but constantly giving advice when no one asked for it can feel like criticism in disguise. Sometimes people just want to be heard, not fixed, not corrected, just heard. If your daughter tells you about a parenting struggle, try saying, "That sounds really hard. I'm proud of you." That one sentence builds more trust than a list of solutions. When advice is needed, they'll ask. In the meantime, just be there. Growing old is a privilege, but growing old with grace, kindness, and curiosity, that's what keeps people close. That's what makes your presence a gift, not a burden. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to change everything overnight. Even working on one habit, just one, can transform how others feel around you. So take a deep breath, reflect, and ask yourself gently, which of these do I recognize in me? If this message spoke to your heart, share it with someone you love. Leave a comment too. What habit do you see most often? Let's open the conversation. And as always, stay kind, stay humble, and stay golden.